Tom Hanks, the beloved Hollywood icon known for his calm demeanor, golden reputation, and wholesome family image, has always kept his private life under wraps. But what the world doesn't know is that behind the scenes, Tom was fighting a quiet, emotional war, not for his career, but for his daughter. E.A. Hanks, his child from a complicated and often chaotic first marriage, was caught in the crossfire between a rising superstar and a deeply troubled mother. And Tom? He would stop at nothing to save her. Tom Hanks' life might look like a fairy tale from the outside: Oscar-winning roles, a rock-solid marriage to Rita Wilson, and a reputation that's as clean as his on-screen persona. But before the red carpets and standing ovations, Tom's real life was anything but picture-perfect. In the late 70s, Tom was just another struggling actor trying to survive in a new city. That's when he met Samantha Lewis, a fellow dreamer, actress, and the woman who would become the mother of his first 2 children. Their connection was instant, passionate, and, as with many young loves, complicated. They married young, before either of them had any real stability. And before long, their daughter Elizabeth Ann Hanks, better known today as E.A. Hanks, was born into a world already spinning with uncertainty. While Tom's career began to take off, Samantha was slipping into the shadows, battling health issues, emotional volatility, and addiction. As Tom landed his breakout roles, his home life was fracturing. Samantha, overwhelmed and emotionally unstable, became increasingly unpredictable. Tom, desperate to protect his young daughter from the chaos, found himself torn between his skyrocketing career and the emotional well-being of his child. Behind the scenes, he was quietly doing everything he could to keep E.A. safe, shuffling schedules, taking on more responsibility, and eventually making the painful decision to separate from Samantha. But that was just the beginning. The real battle was for custody, stability, and ultimately, a life where E.A. could grow up without fear or instability. The legal proceedings were never splashed across tabloids, but insiders have hinted at the emotional toll it took on Tom. He wasn't fighting for headlines, he was fighting for peace, for consistency, and for his daughter's chance at a normal life. As Samantha's struggles deepened, Tom stepped up. He provided not just financial support, but emotional structure, something that became the foundation of E.A.'s development. Even as he remarried and built a new family, he never distanced himself from the daughter he once had to fight for. E.A. Hanks, for her part, didn't take the easy route of riding her father's fame. She became a writer, journalist, and editor, determined to make her own name, outside the shadow of Tom's legacy. But her journey wasn't without scars. Growing up with a mother battling personal demons and a father often pulled away by fame left marks that would take years to heal. And yet, the bond between father and daughter remained unshakable. Quietly, steadily, Tom Hanks continued to support E.A., giving her the space and stability she needed to thrive, without ever turning it into a media story. When Samantha Lewis passed away in 2002 after a long illness, Tom was by her side. Not out of romance or obligation, but respect. For the woman who gave him 2 children, and for the long, painful road they'd once walked together. Today, Tom Hanks rarely speaks publicly about those early struggles. But those close to the family know, behind that warm smile is a man who fought like hell to protect his daughter from a world falling apart. And thanks to that fight, E.A. Hanks didn't just survive, she found her voice, her path, and her peace. Because sometimes, even America's dad has to fight like a warrior to save what matters most.